right, yeah, it's the real uncensored Browns fan tuning in. We got another game coming up on here. I believe this is week 10 now. So damn, we getting through this. It's almost over. Got only like 8 more games left. So super sad about that. But at the same time, let me go ahead and say, man, I just thank the NFL for just still putting the ability to allow me to watch my Browns. These Sundays, Mondays, Thursdays, whenever the games are, because I mean, just the way that everything is going on right now, I would not be surprised at any moment they fucking pull the plug, and then I'm just back to my same old 1-2, and I'll be done for the season, because you already know I don't really like making videos all like that, you know what I'm saying, throughout the season, because there's really not much to talk about. But I mean, I guess I can make up things to talk about, but it's just, anyways, to all the guys that played this season, everybody that make this event and make this show go on, I appreciate you. So anyway, now we got the Cleveland Browns facing the Houston Texans, who I sure, by the way, would like very much. I don't know. I mean, I'm not from Texas, but I would prefer that they be able to get their name back, man. Like, allow them to have the Houston Oilers. That sounds like a more football team. It just, something about the name just sounds like just prestigious. It kind of just like, man, the Houston Oilers. It sounds cool, but I guess Titans got the name of that, and they being a hogger for it. They don't want to get the name back because they probably feel like they got to get the colors back and all that other shit. So they probably just trying to be all shady about the whole shit. That's kind of fucked up. But anyway, this is an interesting game for so many reasons. Obviously, Romeo Cornell is currently their head coach, interim head coach, but nonetheless a head coach there. Obviously, we know Romeo Cornell very well. I like Romeo. We had a good season under him. I don't think did we make the playoffs with him? I don't think so, but we got close, and he was. I mean, I think it just kind of like ran him down, man. Like, coming here kind of hurt his name. I mean, when we got him, like, he was like a Super Bowl winning coach. I remember that, where, we thought it was going to do some big things. I just feel like they didn't give him enough time. But they said that he was a little bit too soft, or he was just too nice, or I don't know, man. Because, you at that time, I'm so young. I'm just listening to what everybody else saying. And it's like, we didn't have the access to the team like we got now. I mean, you had, like, on the news conference, you could watch the interviews and stuff. And I mean, what I say, he was a nice guy. He was very mild mannered. You know what I mean? He seemed very respectable and just calm, for a defensive coordinator. So, he's gonna remember that. He's gonna sit up here and remember the time that he had in Cleveland. He probably want to beat us real bad, but the whole thing is that, as far as, our team and our ability wise, we not on the same level. You know what I mean? We not on the same, like, our abilities as far as, like, the players that we got on this team and what they are able to do compared to their players and what their abilities are, and as far as, like, how they can do their things. I mean, we just got, a lot more, I guess, what's the word you want to use? Like, just a lot more players, a lot more ballers than they do. So it's just, I mean, I think, like, this should be definitely a good win. I mean, it should be a win for sure. I can see us losing an F. We just play in some bullshit, where we getting penalties, and, like, even like I said, even with last game, I didn't mention it in my pregame before because I didn't think I needed to, but I was also thinking that. But it's like, we got to get to a point where we allow teams to beat themselves against us. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what the Steelers do so well. It's like, yeah, they get the calls and shit like that, but they try to play as mistake-free as possible. And that's when things ain't going right, when plays ain't being made, when throws ain't being made, runs is getting, like, you got to maintain a disciplined game, because eventually that other team is going to make mistakes. As long as you doing what you can do, I think that's that's what's going to take us to that next level officially. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, it's a little bit of the play on the players and stuff like that, and decision making and things of that nature, but to really level up as a unit, we gotta start playing mistake-free football consistently. And it's gonna be a while till we get to that point because this is a new system and everybody's still learning, and we gotta get a sixth sense of the players, just knowing the timing and how everything is supposed to feel right as a unit. We get in there, but we just not there yet, and I can understand if it takes a while for us to get to that point. That's what's going to take us beating the Texans. Obviously, like I said, we got more of ability. You got Duke Johnson also with a little fire. So, like, I don't know. He never been like a real mouthy player, but you never know. You know what I'm saying? Like, he can get out there. I mean, I know he's not playing Baker. I know what Baker said, what he said about Duke Johnson and everything. Like, if he didn't want to be on the train, that you could get off or something like that. And like you said, I mean, well, not like you said, but like a lot of people said, we wish that he had not said that, especially just coming into the league, and especially because Duke was with us for so long, and it's like he has been getting snubbed on the team, but I don't know, you know what I mean? Like he was nice. He didn't have the I don't feel like they gave him the ability to really show if he could be, because they used to always use him and Crow, and like it was like just use Duke. You know what I'm saying? Like, why not? But I don't know what they seen in practice. I have no clue, so I can't really answer that question. All I do know is I'm happy for him now that he's getting the opportunity to really show his value, his worth, to the league. So, I just, like I said, I don't know if it's probably going to be a little motivation to him for sure, but it's not going to be to the point where he's mouthy and he's getting us to kind of get out of our bag and out of our comfort zone, where he yelling at these players and then we retaliating, and like I said, flags is getting thrown. You don't want that. Deshaun Watson also, there's been a lot of talk about how we traded out of the pick to get him, and I mean, like, I don't know why they would want to single out one player. It's like he was the last player on the board, and we just traded. We was like, we don't want the last person on the board. We gonna trade up and wait until somebody else become available. I mean, I get it, like, oh, you take the best player available, but like, to be honest, I didn't think Deshaun Watson was gonna be what he ended up being. You know what I mean? I didn't see that, like, because for one, I really didn't hear of Clemson until they started balling out. I didn't even know where I thought Clemson was in New York, and come to find out, like, it was in fucking, like, the Carolinas somewhere, like North Carolina or South Carolina. And I was just, like, shocked, because I was just like, man, like, I never heard of this team before. Like, how did they get hot? Why is they bubbling right now? Like, and he was a part of that, you know what I'm saying? So I just thought it was just like a wave train. I was like, man, this dude ain't about to be like where everybody is. There was people saying he was about to be Michael Jordan of football and stuff like that. And I mean, can you say that that's what he about to be? I mean, well, shit, he needs a Scottie Pippen then, and he need a Dennis Rodman too. Shit, he need a Steve Kerr and a lot of other motherfuckers on that team then, so we could see if he's Michael Jordan. He done some amazing things in the league, and I mean, his passer rating is off the chart, despite the team that he's playing for. And I mean, he's very the thing is about Deshaun is, like, I do like him, you know what I'm saying, as far as like his game, like, he's professional, but the thing is, I still feel like he's not being himself. I feel like, he got a little bit more of a dark side than what he portrays into the media, which is fine. You know what I'm saying? You don't gotta, like, you don't gotta be 100 with everybody, because I think somebody said this, it might have been a rapper or something like that. It said, you got to keep it 50 with people, because they can't take it when you 100. And that's so fucking true, because it's like you start to be, you know what I'm saying, start to be yourself and shit, unless something go wrong or whatever. Like, same thing they do with Baker, you know what I'm saying? Like, Baker be trying to be himself, and it's like people don't want that. They don't like it. And it's like, he would have been that same way. He could have done it with Cleveland, but it just would have been so hard on him, for real. Like, I would have felt so bad on him, because for real, like, he a nice dude, you know what I'm saying? Like, and you don't want to see, like, media and people questioning you and then try to trash your career and all this shit, because that's exactly what fucking happened in Cleveland. I mean, yeah, everybody's seen the jersey. Everybody's seen the quarterback jersey of just the list of different starting quarterbacks going on and on and on and on. So, to sit up here and be like, all right, well, the Browns needed to draft him, and yeah, he thought he was coming here and stuff like that with Hugh Jackson, and whether Hugh Jackson wanted him or not, and then they just vetoed his motion, and I mean, he's not working right now, so you feel bad for that a little bit too, if that was a reason why you feel like he didn't get to keep his job, because he never got the quarterback that he wanted. We got a fucking Deshaun Kaiser, he was trash. A1, like, A1 ass sauce, like, for real, like, he was butt. It was like every time this motherfucker wound up to throw the ball, it was like your heart dropped. It was like, oh no, he about to throw a deep pass. It was just like, fuck, it's just not about to go well. Before the ball even left his hand, it was just like you seen that wound up and you was like, oh no. So and people want to bring it, and I bring that up because it's like, everybody want to talk about, Cleveland don't like black quarterbacks, or Cleveland don't want a black quarterback, and like, I mean, I think Deshaun was like half black and half white, so like, that's pretty much black, you know what I mean? So it's like, all right, so you can't 100% say that. And two, like, Jimmy Haslam on him always answered the call when it came to black. I mean, all right, we didn't get Eric Bieniemy or whatever like that, but nobody did. You know what I'm saying? But we did hire Andrew Berry. We did have Shashi Brown. We did have Hugh Jackson. So it's like, for everybody to always sit up here and try to make it a racial thing, like, it's a racial thing, racism. There's just a lot of racist people. Black people are racist too. So it's like, anytime you gotta put your motherfucking ass, and I got a goddamn Census Bureau, and I gotta mark yourself as black, you know what I'm saying? Like, why can't I just mark myself as an American? Shit, my mom was born in America. My dad was born in America. My dad's mom was born in America. My dad's dad was born in America. My mom's mom was born in America. My mom's dad was born in America, and their parents was born in America. I'm goddamn American. Like, fuck all this black and white shit. I'm from America. Like, don't call me otherwise. If you calling me a black or a black American, you're being racist. If I define myself as a black American, I'm being racist, because that's all racism is. So, I mean, it just, I don't know, it's just ignorant, to just the way that they try to integrate that type of shit in sports. And I mean, like, I get it, because there is beliefs on there. Like I said, you get a fucking Census Bureau, that's what's supposed to, like, calculate who all in here, who all in the states, or who in the home, or whatever, or how many people it is. And they do it. And that's the head. You know what I'm saying? Them coming from authorities, they do it. So of course we gonna do it, because we the children. They the parents. So they teaching us this shit. So it's just like, man, I get tired of people always trying to make it a black and white thing with the quarterbacks, or what we decide to do with our franchise, that, oh, they only want a white quarterback and blah, blah, blah. Like, because fucking Tyrod Taylor was here. So it's like, I don't know, man. I'm going to just drop that one as far as that goes, because, we can just go on, and I know I'm making this video super long. So anyway, I'm happy for Deshaun, because he in a spot that he can flourish, and they're not going to put the pressure on him like they would do here. And I'm happy that we got Baker, because, like I said, Baker already be on 100, you know what I'm saying? So ain't no faking with him, you know what I mean? Ain't no faking with Baker. So it's like, he be himself, and he tell these fucking media people to fuck off sometimes, man. Like, and I need that, because it's like, I get annoyed with just the people, the disrespect that we get as far as a franchise and an organization. It's like, you're not about to disrespect us no more, and Jarvis is a big part of that too. I mean, I know there's a lot of other tenured players. Who the longest tenure on the Browns? Is it Joel Bitonio, as far as player wise? I mean, but Jarvis is a big leader too, because he was here before Baker. So like, you gotta take that into consideration. Like, we all making that transition. Anyways, how can we beat this team? I mean, like I said, like, obviously our run game is back. We getting a lot of players back. we just got to play together as a team. Everybody got to do their jobs, and let's see what happens, because after a bye week, I really can't sit up here and say what I feel like we're going to be a different team. You know what I'm saying? And I want to be able to pay attention. So, you know, is it a must-win game? I mean, the Raiders game was definitely a must-win game, because now we're not in the playoffs, but you can't do nothing about it. It's done. You know, the play is over. You know, the cake's been baked. Fucking move on. We got to win this game. You know, every game we got to win. And we starting a new quarter of the season, and it's like we can only lose one game each of these next quarters. So the Texans got to get it. We got to whoop that ass. And that's 100. People talking about the most important players of the Browns second half of the season. I mean, singly, yeah, you would definitely have to say Myles Garrett, you know, because we all know that, like, defense sets the tone, you know, but we know what Myles can do. And I don't mean to flip the pressure on Baker, but Baker right now is the most important Brown. You know what I'm saying? Myles is going to do his thing. Obviously, without Myles, we're going to be fucked. But we got to see Baker start to really be the because that's the reason why we were able to make it through. But silently. You know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't fuck that up. Like, we won that game because Baker didn't blow that shit. That type shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying he got to fucking go win the game, put on the cape, and fucking throw lights out and do that, what he did in the Bengals game every game. I'm just saying, like, what are you going to call a game manager or whatever like that? But also be the bailout. You know what I'm saying? In case the run game gets stuffed, it's like, all right, let me reach my hand out. Let me pull them out of this with my good play so that they can start respecting my pass. And then, boom, we back with the run again. And we beating motherfuckers up, bruising them up. They don't want it with us because that's what our offensive line is built upon. And that's what I was going to say. The offensive line is the most important thing right now. And if you wanted to put it singly, I guess you could say is J.C. Tretter. You know what I'm saying? J.C. Tretter being out there is very important. So, I mean, that's the Prezi. But, yeah, man. I'm about to get off of this. The sun's going down. And it's going 17 minutes. So, Brownies win. Peace.